From experience. There's trouble. I used to deal with a chick named
what,
you
what
know what I
happened?
mean?
Pretty much. Okay, so this is what happened. She she and I was supposed to have hung out last night, but
Yeah.
she didn't feel like driving all the way to Raleigh and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. So I'm just like, okay. Next thing you know it, she asked. I had told her I had a meeting to go to and shit like that to handle,
Right.
and she was like, she's gonna ask me, "Do you want me to pay for your Uber ride to come and go?" So I'm like, you know me, I don't like people doing a lot of shit for me and stuff like that. I don't like people burning me and shit. So I'm just like, I don't mind you paying half.
Right.
So I
Right.
guess some feel like you made it seem like it was pre-discussed or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Because when did I decide to pay for your Uber? I'm like, you just asked me just
Yeah,
now.
she just asked you
Just asked
like,
me.
But my whole thing is, if you're going over there to spend like the night or whatever, why not? She should, splurge on paying
yeah,
Uber.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Same way, like if you got a
if
chick
it was
coming over
going
late at night after
stronger, she
hours,
should have
you know what I
just
mean?
up and did that for you, so you wouldn't
Originally,
have to worry about paying.
right. Originally, you were supposed to came last night to smoke because, like I said before, I'm not trying to go in and out and sell some of this. I mean, do what I gotta do because of the fact that, for one, I'm temporarily staying with my pops at the moment, and I don't want him asking way too many questions
Right.
and shit like
Right,
that. I mean,
right.
he don't mind me. He don't mind me doing shit, but still, it's just like the respect. It's the automatic respect. And
Yeah.
two, it's just like, girl, I told you from the get go, I had a meeting and shit like that. I have my YouTube shit. It can
Mm-hmm.
be after and stuff because I know damn well you don't fucking go to sleep early. So why you making it seem like you go to sleep early when you know damn well you be texting me like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and shit? Then now you're trying to have a fucking attitude with me. And I'm just looking at myself like, what the fuck are you mad for? When you literally just asked me this shit just now. Like, what the fuck are you mad for? Like, some of you females, man, I'm telling you. No shade, Ashley, but sometimes
No,
females
yeah, I get what you mean, and it's not all of us. It's just certain ones, and
Jesus.
kind of like to me, I don't know what her deal is. Yeah, I
Like,
think you just really just stay away from her, just block her, cut off communication completely from her. If she gonna be keeping on acting the way she is, and possibly in the near future, yeah, I would just call it a day with her.
shit, I might as well, man, because that shit like that just made me fucking irritated like, as
Yeah,
hell.
like yeah, you do not need to be dealing with that monumental headache right there. And knowing you, I know you got a million one things going on, and plus, I mean, plus you living temporarily with your dad at the moment too. Then yeah, yeah. My
Exactly.
my my advice is just sever ties with Lala completely.
Mm-hmm.
I might fucking just do that, man. I was just trying to make a quick buck on some real shit, man. Cause this just really made me mad. It's like I'm trying to get my shit together, man. Trying to get this whole car situation handled and shit like that. Cause I just started my
Mhm.
other job again.
Yeah.
And I told you from the get go, I don't have a car at the moment. I'm Ubering,
Right.
doing all this shit. You over here asking me, do you want me to pay for you? I'm over here saying, let's go half. And you trying to make it seem like you had a fucking attitude and shit. Like,
Right.
the fuck is
Mhm.
wrong with you, dead ass?
How old is she again?
How old is she? She's like 23.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah.
Sound to me she's still acting like a little girl in some aspects. That's just my opinion.
Ronnie, Freezy, what up? Kristen, what up?
Hey guys.
What's up? It's childish, man. Some of these females just fucking childish.
Yeah, yeah, that's the reason why you can't just deal with just any female that's gonna be acting like that. And I can't speak for all of them. I know just me. And I'm like a few years older than this chick here. Even I don't act like that.
Hell, even my friend who's a freshman don't even act like this.
That's definitely saying something right there.
God damn it. All the fucking times I drove late at night and shit like that. All the fucking times I drove late at night dealing with your bullshit, sneaking around your fucking parents and shit like that. I'm over here 24 years old playing fucking curfew and shit. Like, all the fucking time, you can't do this one fucking thing for me.
Sounds
But
like,
if you
it
want
kind
to
of
buy
sound like to
some
me
fucking
she wants
screen
to
or
be
something,
in control, I guess, or wants stuff her way. That's what it sounds like to me.
that's what it definitely sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in certain situations, like if guys, I don't know, like ask me, oh, you want to hang out with me or whatever, like, yeah. Sometimes if stuff don't go their way, they gonna end up having the nerve to say, oh, you want to be in control, and like that's not the case. Cause to be honest with you, I'm not bossy. I'm not that type of chick, and then gonna end up having to turn around and act like, oh, it's my fault, and it's not. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. If you can't accept my answer or whatever, then don't hit me up no more.
Exactly.
That's the way I see it. Cause I mean, I ain't got time for the foolishness. I mean, yeah, cause I'm about to be like 27 in like 9 days, and yeah, I ain't got time for the BS whatsoever.
We gotta do something for your birthday on this channel, dead ass.
Yeah, because I know someone was asking me the same thing. What I'm gonna do for my birthday? I'm like, I don't know, because ain't nobody gonna be partying on no Tuesday. Like, who
We're
does
gonna
that?
have like a live Q&A for just Ashley.
Oh,
Everybody just
that's
ask.
dope.
Don't ask me shit. Don't ask the rest of them. It's just all for Ashley.
I'm
They be
down
asking me some crazy shit.
Oh Lord, okay.
I'm down for that,
That'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea.
Like, you ask Ashley. This is the chance to ask Ashley anything y'all want to ask her. Any off the wall. She have the right to refuse it, but she can ask anything. So
and keep it
Okay.
respectful.
yeah,
Right.
Keep it all the way respectful and shit.
you don't want them to ask her like crazy, bizarre, questions and all.
It depends on what level. If it's like on like so far gone type bizarre stuff, then I'm a pass. But if it's just something that seems like it ain't that big of a deal, then I'll answer it. Yeah.
Ask her if she got a boyfriend and stuff like
that. No, I don't. No, I don't.
The question has been answered. She ain't got no boyfriend. She's single.
Yeah, I've been single for a minute, so yeah.
Cherry Jam, what's good? I still don't know who this Cherry Jam chick is, but she look good from her profile pic though.
Who?
Cherry Jam. I don't know who she is, but she look good.
She never been.
She been on my channel. I've seen her a couple of times. I don't know who the hell it is though, but she look good from her profile pic. Cherry Jam, give me a call. What up? What you say?
So y'all listen to this. She's talking about, well, I paid $750 in rent plus other shit. Why would I offer $30 plus for an Uber ride to come from Raleigh to Durham and shit like that?
Hold on. Let's be real about this. If it's a booty call and you going to her crib for the night, why she can't splurge on the?
No, but the thing is, I remember Reg telling me about this girl before. I remember when he was telling me that, oh, she wasn't able to let him come inside because of her parents, and I guess they have certain rules and guidelines where I guess they don't want her to have like male company there. Well, I guess during certain times of the night and all that.
She grown, right? She 23. Who she live with?
Yeah, she's 23. Because when Reg was telling me about it, I thought she was like 2 years younger than him or something. That was my impression.
Right.
Like, girl, you literally just texted me.
You got to tell her straight out, like, yo, like if you want me to come over and spend the night with you, you got to splurge for the Uber.
But like I said before, I wasn't even planning on
figure something out where y'all would end up being satisfied and not feel like y'all wasted each other's time.
Exactly.
Because I literally just told her I gotta do something in the morning. That's why I thought you were coming this afternoon and stuff like that. I was planning on staying in Durham tonight, man.
Right.
Jesus, like I said, I got to handle a lot of bullshit and stuff like that. And you over here think I'm fucking playing. Like, fuck that bullshit, girl.
No.
I'm not over here. I'm not over here getting high on cocaine like you always do. Oh, was I supposed to say that? Oops. I was
Yeah, he went there. He went.
Reg in his feelings tonight.
No,
Yep.
I'm just being fucking real. I'm just being real as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah. Oh, he told me
you want to sit this one out?
when he first mentioned this to me. I'm like, what the F?
Like, I'm not over here getting high on cocaine every fucking day and shit. But
Oh God,
I
no.
wouldn't even mention that online. Oops.
If you want to sit this one out, me and Ashley will handle this.
Oh no. I've been looking forward for this all day. Matter of fact, I think we're about to start right now.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he been holding that in for a minute before I came on, and
yeah.
But yeah, like I said before, I'm not tripping. I just know what the fuck I read and shit like that. So, but
because just don't to me just end that with her completely.
Shit, I already got another one right now, so fuck that. But hi everybody, how's everyone doing this lovely Sunday evening? I do apologize for the outbursts as usual, but this is Reg reviews and stuff like that, so you always expect the unexpected. This is Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Got my homegirl Ash with me.
What's good?
Before I start, I'm so fucking happy. I don't know if I showed y'all this, but they re-released one of the greatest TV show video games of all time on PS4. I had to get it. Okay. I'm a little kid at heart. I'm a little kid at heart.
That is all good.
Ain't no wrong that we all kids at heart in some form.
I remember when I first had that for the GameCube, I was so sad I gave it away and shit like that. But if they can re-release that, they can re-release Def Jam on PS4, man.
Yes,
I'm ready.
I'm there.
Even though I still got the game on GameCube too, but the album that we are going to talk about today, we've been hyping this up for a couple of days. A lot of people requested me to do this, even though I was already planning on the review. The infamous Busta Rhymes Extinction level event, Final World event. This was released in 1998 on Flip Mode under Elektra Records. Singles albums known for are Tear the Roof Off, Give Me Some More, What's It Gonna Be, and Party Is Going On Over Here. Producers got a little interesting. We got DJ Mr. Deniki. Okay. Knots. Man, Knots was killing it this album, man. Fucking Swiss Beats at his fucking prime.
Yes.
You got Def Squad's Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rockwilder. The infamous Rashad Smith. Daryl Delight Alabi. If I'm butchering this producer's name, I'm so sorry. Haas G. Fucking D-Dot. AKA the Mad Rapper.
Yep.
Diamond D, yes. DITC's very own Diamond D.
Mm-hmm.
And Busta Rhymes himself. And for guest appearances, we have Flip Mode Squad, the James Brown of hip hop Mystical, fucking Janet Jackson, and Ozzy Osbourne. Yep. Ozzy, man. Fucking Ozzy on a Busta album, okay?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we already know who Busta Rhymes is, so I'm not really gonna give his whole fucking biography. But I'm just gonna be real with y'all. This is my favorite Busta Rhymes album. This album right here, man, is fucking sick and shit. So I've been hearing this for a while. This came. A lot of people want to consider this like the final installment for the world is gonna end. Even though I kind of put Anarchy as the unofficial finale, which I'm gonna explain that when I review that one day and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, this came out literally 1 year after When Disaster Strikes, because I have to be real with you guys about something. When I heard When Disaster Strikes for the first time, I admit I liked it, but it was not what I expected it to be. I felt like it was a lot. And I understood what he was trying to do, because that commercial appeal, he wanted to get that commercial appeal and stuff like that. Because like the coming, even though the coming had its commercial appeal, it still was grounded with hip hop. But with this one, with the Put Your Hands on My Eyes Can See, the songs to do with Bad Boy and stuff like that, he wanted to be more out there. Whereas with now this one, is where his creativity fully comes in display, in my opinion. And I was going to save this for the end of the review, but listening to this album now makes me worrisome about E.L.E. too. I'm just going to be real about it because everyone's been saying, "Oh, this album is amazing," but it never came out. Everyone says it's amazing, it's all that shit, but it's never really came out. And I'm worrisome that if that sequel album comes out and it's bad, it will ruin the legacy of this one and shit like that. Because hip hop and the sequel albums never really go hand in hand and shit like that. Because so many classic albums with sequels like The Blueprint, Wild Cowboys, they always have bad sequel albums. Hell, The Blueprint had two bad sequels and shit like that. So, with that being said, I want to show y'all the album cover and stuff like that, which had like a very disaster, like the world, pretty much what the world's going through today. This was influenced by the whole movie, like Armageddon, yeah, and Deep Impact. Because back in like the late '90s, mid to late '90s, disaster movies was really becoming popular and shit like that. And so even Busta himself said that he was inspired by this movie, by the Deep Impact movie.
Armageddon, shit like that.
So what?
Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon. Yeah, my African accent. You know how that shit goes. So yeah, man. Not really a lot of information I could find on this album, even though it just came out 1 year after When Disaster Strikes. But like I said before, like it just, it was part of his whole. Because a lot of people say that the trilogy when it came to like the world is yours, but I haven't mentioned Anarchy. Probably I might review that sometime this month and shit like that. I don't know when, but yeah. And this was actually already open and stuff when I had it.
Yeah. Oh, you played it? Okay.
Yeah, I played it because it wasn't wrapped or anything. So yeah, shout out to that nigga Big Les who I got that CD lock from earlier this year. Because originally I did have the vinyl album, but I sold the vinyl to get some extra loot, and plus the vinyl didn't have the cover of the album on it. So I'm just like, yeah, I'd rather have an album. I always figure about having the cover of the album and shit.
Right.
The only album where I don't mind not having the cover is with the Snoop Dogg Doggy Style album. That's because that's the OG copy I have. And the OG usually goes for a stupid amount of money these days.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and give me 1 second. The OG copy was responsible for having G's Up, Holes Down, one of my all-time favorite Snoop songs.
Yeah.
Will all the real G's stand up and all the credit for? And if you don't give a fuck about a bitch, then you. Man, I love that Snoop song, man. Like, why am I so high? Yeah, man. If you guys don't have the OG copy of Doggy Style, man, listen to that song just for that OG copy because that shit goes hard. The only reason why that song is not on the re-release version because of fucking that Isaac Hayes sample. The song "The Look of Love" was about love, and he didn't feel like Snoop Dogg should talk about sex in his music and shit. Which you know how that shit goes.
Right.
All right. So this album has about 20 something tracks.
No, 19.
19. Okay, 19 tracks. All right. Track number 1. There's only 1 year left intro. This was the only beat that Mr. Stinks, the Mr. Dude, DJ Mr. made and stuff like that. Low key, one of my all-time favorite intros in the bus. Probably my favorite intro because he's pretty much like telling like some poetry about the end of the world, with the concept of the album. But as you fucking listen to it, and stuff like that, his voice gets more distorted and stuff like that, and it just gets more dark and scary and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, this shit goes ill as fuck and stuff like that. So that's one thing I loved about that fucking intro, and is the girl asking Daddy, "What's it going to be like in the year 2000?"
Right.
I kind of feel like, you know, people are wondering what's 2021 going to be like and shit like that, but only time can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was great. You know, you had like the little girl asking her dad about, you know, what the future holds, and you know, he's telling her like, you know, about it's gonna be like boundless greed and corruption by the government, and there's gonna be a lot of natural disasters wiping out the face of the earth, and you know, like Reg said, like every time his dad explained to the daughter like what was gonna happen, like his voice just got deeper and deeper till it sounded like a distorted, you know, devil. And that was like one of the I like the intros to the Busta albums, you know, like especially with the coming was like one of the best. And when Disaster Strikes, and each album it had like one of those like Armageddon type of intros where you know you know you basically know what was coming. It was like some type of damnation coming in. I liked that. I thought it was dope. And you know, after everything the dad tells the daughter's like, "Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see the." And um, you know, that was a cool intro, especially for this album. You know, with the album cover like depicting like the World Trade blowing up, and then what happened later. That on 9/11, just like Busta was like a prophet at that time, and the intro fit the theme of the album.
Yeah, I'll admit that there's only 1 year left. It's definitely a unique way to start off the album because I know back then a lot of people were speculating and wondering like what the new millennium is gonna be, and everyone kept speculating, oh, like a bunch of stuff was gonna crash, or everyone thought we were all gonna die that year and all that stuff. And in some instances, I know people were thinking the same thing when 2012 came about too, because they were thinking the same thing back then as well.
Right.
And yeah, just the fact that the little girl was asking her father, like, what's the new year gonna be like, and the dad was saying it to her, and the next thing you know, his voice changes up, the sound demonic midway, and then going back to normal. I found that to be a little crazy right there.
Call me a conspiracist, but you know what I think, man? What's that supposed to represent? Like, pretty much the little girl looks at like anybody as a daddy because of the fact that she trusts that they got her like throughout the whole time and shit like that. And then once they feel all comfortable and shit like that, the voice will represent like a demon and some shit like that. It's supposed to represent all your worst fears and shit. I always love it's like you can look at that intro in so many different ways and shit like that. And that's one thing I've always loved about that. But yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. All right. New York, Jersey, Philly, Baltimore, DC, Virginia, Atlanta, everybody rise! That's the next track.
Hi. Reg must have been drinking tonight, yo.
Nah, man. Let me tell y'all something. This is like my top 5 Busta Rhymes songs, period, man. Like the way I feel like he uses sample way better than Snoop on Boss. Like, you know, I love Boss's Life, but this shit right here, the way Busta was all over this fucking beat. Nice way to begin the album. That nigga Knots, man. Like him and Knots together is just crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So many, it's just one verse, so many dope quotables off this shit. Like, to all my niggas, let them do your thing and get yours quick. Only in the whole shebang, nigga. Fuck the bullshit. I met this ever relentless for dropping these bombs, getting paid for securing shit. For my seed and my mom, for my physical and my flip mode squad. My old dad who fertilized my mom. Peace to the. Oh my fucking god, man. This shit right here is a classic. classic track and stuff like that. In my opinion, man, if I go to a fucking club and they play this fucking shit, man, y'all better watch out. Y'all better fucking watch out because I'm about to go in, man. Like, I'll scream I'll be like, everybody rise! Like, classic shit, man.
That's exactly how Busta sounded too.
Man, first I saw like E.L.E, then Busta and shit. Damn, I didn't know I was that fucking good.
Wow, definitely a great track to start off with, and yeah, I like this the way he used this sample compared to Snoop Dogg. Even though I like Boss Life from Blue Carpet Treatment, that was a solid Snoop album, but I like the way Busta flipped this sample and especially with the when he's like doing the everybody rising, calling out the different cities, and um it was definitely a nice beat, nice piano sample. Busta says a lot of lost motherfuckers stuck on what they gonna be. That ain't gonna be me. Gotta get it before the year 2G. Fire, fire track. Um, I love the piano sample is definitely the highlight of this track, and the way that Busta flow he fit the track, and definitely a solid track. I love it.
Yeah, I'll admit, Everybody Rise is definitely a favorite of mine off this album. And it just gets everybody just so hyped up, you know. But yeah, I know I heard that piano sound being used on the Snoop Dogg song Boss Life as well. And I know recently an R&B artist by the name of Nicole Bus, she used it for one of her songs I heard on the radio, but I can't think of the title of it on top of my head right now. But yeah, it's just, to me, it was a pretty dope song that that I'm pretty sure, like, if you do play it in a club or at a party somewhere, everyone's gonna be losing their minds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm surprised this wasn't a single.
I'm surprised too. Not even on the soundtrack placement and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can definitely see this on that Will Smith movie, Enemy of the State, or some shit like that. One of my all-time favorite Will Smith movies and shit. Him and Lisa Bonet did a thing on that movie. Hell, remember that one movie, Bullworth,
Mm-hmm.
with Warren Beatty and
One
Halle
baby.
Berry?
Mm-hmm.
Another dope movie and shit, man. Um, yeah, man. Next track, where we are about to take it. This is another Knots beat and shit like that. Very another dope bang ass song and shit. Like I said before, Knots around this time couldn't really do no wrong. Yeah, man. Pretty much love the track. You know what I'm saying? Not really as much as Everybody Rise, but I feel like it's a nice continuation.
This is definitely one of my favorites on here. Like, it's just Busta going with the bars and just killing it lyrically, and it really showcased like him, being one of the best in my opinion. Like lyrically, I always felt like he was um lyrically gifted, and he doesn't get a lot of mention. I never hear nobody mention Busta. It's always Black Thought or this one, you know what I mean, Redman or whoever. But I think Busta definitely is always been like lyrically gifted, like the best out of leaders in the new school. One of the best solo artists to come from a group in any genre. Definitely a great track. The track is Bonkers by Knots. I love Knots production. He's still killing it to this day.
Yeah.
Um, it has like a video game type of sample to it, but the bass line is fire. The beat, Buster saying, take it easy while back at the ranch. You talk too much, you get beat with a tree branch. Just like bars, like lines like that is why he stuck out lyrically on any track, whether it was like a regular album cut or a hit single. Just a dope lyricist. He's definitely in my top 10 of all time. And yeah, I love this track. Definitely a banger.
Where we are about to take it, even though it's not a favorite of mine compared to Everybody Rise, I'll admit it was pretty good. I mean, lyrically, Busta was killing it like he always does, and just the beat, it does have that little playful tone to it as well.
Yeah, man. I definitely see what y'all are saying about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I swear Knots need to be all over this E.L.E too. That's what I'm saying.
Word.
Track number 4, Extinction Level Event, The Song of Salvation. And this is another very dope track right here. Nas again killing it. With this track right here, he's pretty much talking about the aftermath of the world ending and shit. I mostly love this song for that sample that he used and shit like that from Vanity. I want to say from Vanity Fame or some shit like that. Um, very dope, very dope sample and shit. Yeah, man, classic. I love this shit.
Love the title track. The beat, bass line is real dark. Um, Busta saying, I'll be the closest thing to the next. Like, what you said, I'll be the closest thing to the next. Um, fuck, I always fuck up these lines or something. But I love the chorus when he's like la 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 la, and he's like singing along with the bass line. I love that shit. And that's definitely a great track, and it has that theme of the world ending again, and the pandemic spreading and Armageddon, and definitely a solid track on it.
Yeah, I'll admit it. Had to take me a minute for me to let Extinction Level Event grow on me. But hearing it a couple more times earlier today, I'll admit it was a pretty dope track. It does make you think in certain instances, like in the event of like, what if we were to experience something like that many years from now or something like that. It just makes you think of the unknown or what to expect, or in some instances, like even now, because we're dealing with a global pandemic on our hands right now, it just makes you contemplate on certain things.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Definitely agree with you. Like this album is like more relevant today than it was in '98 and shit. Um, so we're gonna take a little break from the knots, and we're gonna get into Swiss Beats for "Tear the Roof Off," which I fucking love this track, man. This was vintage Swiss Beats right here, vintage Swiss, man. Like, um, nasty ass shit. 1998 was probably my personal favorite year for Swiss Beats, in my opinion. Nigga was doing DMX's first two albums,
Mm-hmm.
majority of Volume 2 Hard Knock Life. I mean, what else? He was doing hella shit around this time and stuff like that. And this is fucking, even the way like he used to make beats, the way he used to make beats and shit like that was very different because people were still like on that sampling. Was
Right.
Bad Boy on that little sampling shit that was at a
Mm-hmm.
peak, but at the same time, it was just like, well, the interesting thing about him was he took it more to like the organic way of beat making and shit like that, which a lot of people at that time weren't really used to, but it was something different. And by the next year, everyone was trying to make beats like Swiss Beats at one point. So I love this track right here. Very dope track. Busta, again, doing his usual thing he always does. Classic shit.
I love the chorus. Where my crew? Flipmo hit you off. Y'all know what to do. Just yo, fire, fire, fire. Every time I hear that track, like the chorus fit the beat. It's definitely a club banger. I'm glad that he had I remember when he came out with was it party up in here. It was like a double single because he had like the end part of that video was tear the roof off and classic joint. The beat by Swizz. This is Swizz in his prime. Yo, I love this joint. Definitely a banger. This flow with the beat, flip more, roll thick, and we don't quit. Hit you with some more hits that make you want to go shit. Fire. Love that joint. Um, Definitely one of the best Buster songs all time, in my opinion. And that's like the Buster talent. Like he can flip a street joint and make it a club joint, or do a straight club banger. Definitely a killer.
Yeah, I mean, Tear the Roof Off was definitely a dope track. Even though I still don't consider that as my favorite, I still think it was just an incredible track. That I felt like it was a hidden gem, and I wish it would have been like a promo single or something, or would have had a video because it was just that good.
Yeah, man, I definitely see what you're saying and shit. Next track is Against All Odds. This was produced by Jamal, featuring the Flipmo Squad, Lord Have Mercy, Slip Star, I Did That, Rampage, and Baby Sham. Yeah, very cool posse cut. It's pretty short. It's runs like a little over. Not short. Not too short in comparison to the other ones, but it's like a little over 4 minutes and stuff like that. Definitely loved everyone's verses. Like I'm a big Lord Have Mercy fan and shit like that. My Digga definitely did a thing. But there was like a lot of speculation when it came to like Busta's verse because a lot of people like to say Busta was the one who predicted 9/11 on this track, with the lines, I'm showing you something, you ain't saying nothing, my niggas making noise like a bunch of volcanoes erupting. None of y'all niggas really want a war. The type of nigga to crash my plane in your building in the name of Allah. Need I say more? So yeah, these conspiracy theories want to dive deep into that line and shit, but
They basically saying Busta was the one behind 9/11. It wasn't Osama bin Laden. That's what they saying, right?
right.
But Busta just was that dude. Like he just was a prophet at that point. Just like Nas, and he saw this shit coming. You know what I'm saying? And props to him for that. And the track is banging. It's a real hard track. I didn't know. I didn't realize Marley G produced it, but definitely a banger. Rampage. I like this verse. He says Rampage, I'm psychic. I can see shit. Till the next millennium, we ain't gonna be shit. Fire joint. Rod Digger killed it. Everybody. This is like the original flip mode lineup before Rock Marcy came into the fold, and definitely a banger.
Yeah, Against All Odds is definitely another favorite of mine off this album, and everyone just killed it on this track. I mean, it was just so grimy and raw and unfiltered that it just definitely is one of those standout tracks to me. And another song that I feel didn't get the full potential of it being a single as well.
Yeah, I see what she's saying about that, Ash. Like, hell, like half of this album could have been singles, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, it could have like as main tracks of this album, it could have had at least 6 singles and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
Hell, motherfucking Bad had like Michael Jackson's Bad had like 9, 10 songs, and like all the songs except for like 3 songs were singles and shit like that. And that almost all those songs went to #1.
Yeah.
Well, like the radio back in the day, radio would have their favorites and they would put it in on their playlists, as well as the singles. But I mean, yeah, they definitely could have had like a lot of hit singles off of this album.
Yeah, man, I definitely see what she's saying and shit. And even in the worst Busta albums and shit like that, he had all those other singles. But we'll talk about that. I'm not gonna forget. We're gonna talk about that because I plan on talking about every Busta album until probably either the Big Bang or Back on My BS and shit. But I don't know about Back on My BS. I don't really know if I want to sit down and listen to that one. But that was Against All Odds. Then we're gonna have Swiss Beats back again with this last beat of the album called fucking Just Give It To Me Raw. One thing I see a lot of people give credit for Busta for was for his fucking flow.
Yes.
Shit like that. And it's probably one of his most his tightest flows ever in this track. Like talking about straight bang up in your head with phenomenal swing, like the ass on the black chick, fat dick to all y'all niggas with whack clicks. Hoping they whip for like classic low budget black.
Wow.
Even when I heard that low budget black flick, just remind me of all those like straight to DVD, straight to video movies.
Right.
Oh my god, those No Limit movies and shit. Stuff. So yeah, very very dope song. I love this track right here. Classic.
Again, Busta flow on every track is different from the last one. He don't sound like the same on every track he do. Even if it was like a regular album cut, it could be like the last track on the album. He sound different from everything else. That's what I always loved about him. Definitely one of my favorites. He had like that Oriental type of melody, and dope beat by Swizz. You know, Busta says, try to swindle a nigga by giving me Poo Tang, my new thing. Chick wanted to fuck me the Wu Tang. You know, he's talking about a chick that he was dealing with, like messing with, and she was sleeping with him for like money. You know, like a real like one of them chicks that get with a dude for just for his paper. And I love it, man. I think it's definitely it could have been a single on here, you know, like a B side or something. But definitely one of my favorites on this album, a strong track by Swizz. In his prime, I would love to see Swizz go back to '98 Swizz and not that avant-garde artsy fartsy shit he doing now, but um classic Busta on this.
Yeah, just give it to me raw. It was definitely a track that was just out of this world to me. I don't know. Just the fact that Swiss Beats was involved on it just I guess made it that much more dope.
Yeah, man. Like, and it's crazy because you never really hear a lot of Swiss Beats and Busta productions like that and stuff,
Mm-mm.
man. Because I've always thought Swiss and Busta worked together a lot during like maybe like the Anarchy and stuff like that. Because like I said, it's been a while since I've really listened to this whole album and full and shit. So, but yeah, man, that nigga Swizz, man. Like, even all that fucking. Even all that fucking shit with that E.L.E album, I wasn't even a fan of, to keep the buck.
Nah, I didn't like that. I know people like that, but I'm like I had a conversation, but we'll talk about that later. But I had a conversation today about like them being one of the best trios. I'm like, they're good solo wise as a group. They only got like what, maybe one classic album. I mean, Diggle Planets to me put out better stuff. You know, the Bush Babies, even the Fugees with one album sold more than anything the Locks have out right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like lyrically, yes, they're great. You know what I'm saying? But the discography is weak as a group. I think solo wise, Styles makes the best stuff solo wise.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? As a group, they should. I mean, it's been 20 something years they've been out. They only got 4 albums, and really the first two people mentioned. You know, De La Soul is way better than them, and they're a trio. In my opinion, I've always felt like that.
That's the best trio
You
in
know what
hip
I'm saying?
hop.
But they don't get. But Paz the Noose and Plug and True Goy, you don't ever hear nobody talk about them lyrically. You hear about Jada and Styles. But discography wise, De La Soul is way better than the Locks.
I agree. And before I go to the next track, I want to give a shout out to. I want to say everybody's hip hop label because he gave love to De La Soul, talking about just I think De La Soul is very underrated or some shit like that. Which
Definitely.
I think I have to share that because
Mhm.
I feel like over time, maybe like when the 20 teens happened, I never hear a lot of people mention De La Soul. Like they're quick to mention Tribe. They're even probably quick to mention Gangstar. I love those groups, but
Right.
over time, niggas don't talk about De La Soul like that because I feel like De La really introduced a whole backpack hip hop that Kanye and the Lupes made famous and shit like
Right.
that.
Exactly. They
Hell,
were headed there.
they were the ones who also predicted the state of hip hop and stakes is high.
Right.
The
And
first
they
one,
saw it coming. The whole Native Tongue crew, Buster, De La, Tribe, they saw it coming. You listen to the Tribe Show Business on No
exactly.
Anything. That's from what, 91?
Yep,
They talked about janky labels back then,
exactly.
you know?
Shit. And even with the concept albums and stuff like that, they were really like the first hip hop groups to really have concepts on the albums and shit
Right.
too.
Right.
Really,
You know, all
because
the skits. De La
yeah,
Soul started that. There was
yeah,
nobody was doing skits on albums before then.
nobody was making good skits on the album.
You know what I'm saying? Elam and Prince Paul started that.
Exactly. So
Everybody got skits now. They make it as an interlude or an outro or whatever.
you know what? Discography breakdown on De La Soul. I don't
Oh
give
yeah,
a fuck.
that's a must.
I
Definitely,
don't give a fuck.
definitely.
I don't give a damn. We do it late this month or
Yeah,
October.
I'm
I
down
don't
for
give
that.
a fuck because I'm sick and tired of fucking. And I blame Tommy Boy. I blame Tommy Boy too because of this bullshit that they've done to the catalog and
Yeah,
recent fucking hits. I blame Tommy Boy for that, but that's another story for a different day.
right.
So right now we are at wait,
Track
we
8.
got right, Ashley, you go.
Which one?
Just give it to me raw.
Yeah, I went.
Okay, cool. All right. Track number 8, "Do It to Death." This track was okay. No, this was produced by Rock Wilder. It's mostly to do with the beat because as much as I like Rock Wilder and stuff like that, I admit some of his beats kind of sound a bit too formulaic. Like it kind of sounds like the same. Not I don't want to say like the same,
Right.
like all this shit, but you know where he's going with his beat and stuff like that. That's the best thing to say. And yeah,
Yeah,
that just has to do with the beat.
it was cool. It was alright. Not like a standout track for me, but it's a club banger. I liked Busta's flow on it. And beat was nice, but it's not really like one of my favorites on here.
Yeah, I'll admit, Do It to Death, it didn't really stand out to me like that, but I'll admit it was decent.
Yeah, man. Shit. I feel like Rock Wilder is definitely at his best with Redman. That's
Yes,
it
definitely,
moves and shit like that, which I'll
definitely.
mention that more with the Blackout review. Um Next track is "Keeping It Tight." This was a very solid track right here. Just Busta doing his fucking thing on the track. I love it.
That was cool. A nice beat by Busta, nice flow. He said a nice line. Now my pockets got muscles like Lou Ferrigno. Referencing the old Hulk, Incredible Hulk back in the day, Lou Ferrigno.
Mm.
Yeah.
Definitely a nice little track.
Yeah, Keeping It Tight was another favorite of mine. I don't know what it is. It's just something about Busta's flow and delivery that just blew my mind. Definitely another favorite of mine that I feel that was another slept on song.
I definitely agree with you on that. Bill Cosby, what's up with you? This is the first time
What
I've seen you on the chat.
Bill Cosby, what up?
Whatever, man.
Don't go grabbing no women out there, Bill Cosby.
Mm.
Shit. By the way, happy belated birthday to Bill Cosby.
Oh shit.
Oh
Man, that was
yeah, I
One of my
didn't I
greatest-
didn't realize.
Yeah.
Mm.
Watch me get a lot of flags in this vid on that, but who cares? Track number 10, "Give Me Some More." My favorite track off this album and my all-time favorite Busta Rhymes song, period. This was actually nominated for Best Rap Solo Performance at the the 2000 Grammys, but it lost to Eminem's "My Name Is."
wow.
Mm.
Yeah, which this track right here sampled the Psycho score, like that movie back in 1960.
Classic. Classic.
Ooh,
Right.
I swear to God, that movie was so ahead of its time, man. Like for 1960, man, come on. Yeah, this is like my all-time, like I said, my all-time favorite Busta Rhymes song because he just went crazy on this. Like the video was what really caught my attention. It's like some weird acid trip like video. He had like the fucking wild hair. He's like, as a shorty, I remember like I sit down, I bump my head. This lady said, "Yeah, you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then next thing you know, he's like, "Da da 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 da," and he just goes fucking in. Like as a kid, I never heard anything like that as a kid and shit like that because, mind you, when I first got into Busta, it was a Touch It remix, the Big Bang era. So
Mm.
E.T. back when they used to show music videos had that top 25 countdown, and I saw the "Give Me Some More" video, and I should have known fucking Hype Williams, man, did that fucking video and shit, and so many quotables and stuff like that. I love the line like, "Me and my niggas be coming through, sucking you out, killing out everything you talking about. See you in the club, now we walk you out. Should have thought twice before you went and open your mouth. Yo, anyway, you stay keeping it moving. Fucking with the wrong nigga. Hope you know what you're doing right now. Blame me. All the same niggas slave. It's not the game making names. Same niggas frames. Like, I can't rap like Busta though, but y'all know the gist of it. Then my favorite line was when he said, "Flash the rash, give me my cash, flicking my ash, running with my money, son, go out with a blast. Do what you want. A nigga's cut in the corner, you fucking up the order, and go ahead and meet the reporter. All these years, I thought he said, "Flash with a rash, give my cash, look at my ass." All these years, I thought he said that. And classic. This is like Busta at his prime, Busta at his most creative. DJ Scratch, the unofficial third member of EPMD, in my opinion,
Yep.
did his thing on this beat. Classic,
All
classic.
right.
As much as I love My Name Is, I wouldn't mind seeing this album get that Grammy, but that's another story for a different day.
Busta definitely should have won that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
A classic joint. The video was classic. Bonkers is just, that's all I could say was like a bonkers track. And you know, we got the classic psycho sample, and the beat was fast and Busta rhyming fast, and it still had like that haunting melody, but it was dope. And I love the chorus. Y'all niggas had enough? Give me some more. Y'all niggas want the wild stuff. Wow.
Oh my
God. Track.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's Busta. Like Busta could rhyme to any type of beat, whether it was fast or slow, and still make it a hit. And you know, props to him for that, man. A great track.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, Give Me Some More is definitely another favorite of mine, and yeah, I'm glad this was a single. And even though I was really young when this album came out, I feel that this definitely should have won a Grammy. I don't know what in the world were they thinking. I guess it got overlooked or overshadowed because of the success of Eminem's My Name Is, because I know that song was big for its time as well. But beside all that, I just never get tired of it. It's just the way Busta was rhyming and flowing on this track, as well as the chorus, and just how he was like rapping all fast and whatnot. And mind you, it just blew me away.
Yeah, man. And like I said, this is not no hate against My Name Is, because if you guys seen the review that I did earlier this year, shit like that, you'll know that I've always loved that track. But it's just that I've always loved this song more, and just the impact the song had on me when I was little and shit like that. It was what really made me want to like repeat Busta and shit, you know. So don't want to hear everybody say, "Oh, you're hating on M," but y'all know how this stands on. Now, is they riding with us and getting riding with us featuring Mystical? This is like my second favorite track off this album. You have Busta and Mystical in the song. let me just let y'all think and narrow that in. You have Busta Rhymes and Mystical in one song. Why does no one talk about this when it comes to hip hop collabs? Like, I'm sick and tired of hearing about Jay-Z and Eminem, Renegade. I'm sick and tired of hearing I'm sick and tired of hearing fucking The Game and 50 Cent Hate It or Love It. No one talks about this collaboration. Like, this is the most fastest rap. Not even Twista can rap this fucking fast. I don't know. Because where Mystical was like, when you bump between the 16 line, when you ball, when to go, bitch scream, when to go, but keep your head and keep it loud before you get to like, when he said all that fucking shit, I was just like, 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 come on, man. The fucking James Brown of rap, man. No one had his fucking style. Nobody had Mystical's fucking style and shit. Like, he was more than the shake your ass guy. He was more than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all remember Looney Tunes?
Oh,
it was like Speedy Gonzalez and Roadrunner like had a battle and race.
Yeah,
like, that's all I heard was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like it was like a contest for who could rhyme the fastest. They should have got Twista on that too.
Oh my god,
that would have been crazy. Like a remix for this would have been crazy. But I definitely like it. It's like, again, another fast track right after Give Me Some More. And I like the beat and the flow by both Mystical and Busta. And yo, man, this could have been a single for sure. I don't know why they never did a video, but definitely a great track.
Is it Wild with Us and Getting Rowdy with Us? Oh my god. Ooh, when I first heard this song, it was just like my mind went bonkers when I first heard this song because it was just that it was just something I like, one of those collabs that it was kind of unexpected, but at the same time it just it just blew your mind. That's what it did to me. And like Charlie was saying, it does remind you of Looney Tunes when you're getting Speed Gonzalez and Rover at the same time with it, because they were like, I guess, kind of like outdoing each other and going back and forth with it, and it's kind of like when every time it was like turn, it just kept you in suspense, wondering like, okay,
Right.
what's gonna happen now and all this. That's what that's what it was to me. This could have been another single as well, and that's sad.
Yeah, man. Low key, man. As much as I love this song, I don't know if I would put it as a single and shit like that. I don't know if it's just me because I just feel like with a track like this one right here, I want the fans to really look for this track. I want it to be like a deep album cut and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I see definitely what y'all are saying because like that Speedy Gonzalez. It also y'all remember that one friend in the Cosby Show, Vanessa's friend, who talked hella fast and shit like
Oh
that.
yes, yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
yes. I know what you're talking about. Oh my god, yes.
Forgot her
That
name.
that also reminded me of. It also reminded me of Karen Molina White as Charmaine.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yo, where the fucking Bill Cosby find these fucking fast talking females? Like where he
I'm pretty sure they don't talk like that in real life, but if they do, then ooh.
shit.
I know
Like,
they had to take a lot out of them to do their lines and say it all fast like that.
hell yeah. Shit.
I don't
man.
think I've ever come across anyone who could talk that fast like them.
Shit. Try pissing off a Dominican. Ooh,
Wow.
shit. I'm like, hey, yo, calm your ass down. Yo, calm your ass
Oh
down.
my lord.
Damn,
There used to be a transformer. I forgot the name. I forgot his name, but there was a transformer like that. He used to talk fast. I think was it Cup? I forget. But anybody that saw that the '87 animated Transformers film, he was in the film, but I forgot his name. But he used to like talk fast and shit.
Mm.
shit. Transformers, robot. Next track is Party is Going On Over Here. I swear, this whole album had the most 90s titles and shit. Party Going On Over Here, Tear the Roof Off, Hot Shit Making Your Bounce. This is screams like late 90s, like Jiggy, not Jiggy era, but
Oh god.
He did everything but that. He didn't do Jiggy.
No. Thank God.
Yeah, because I didn't want to see Busta in a shiny suit.
Oh Lord, that wasn't him.
But low-key, I feel like, but Busta, he collaborated with a lot of bad boy artists and shit. I feel like he can bridge the gap.
Right. Yeah.
The gap and shit, But back to this track, man. He was on a fucking roll with this one. This track right here does not get a lot of love and stuff like that. Nice little party track. I love the fucking beat by DJ Scratch, especially when the chorus comes with the strings like, I'm a bitch right in the front saying, I'm a bitch way in the rear saying, oh, man.
Right.
Dope track. I love this track right here.
Yeah, Party Going On, definitely a club banger. Nice beat, bass line. Busta saying, ever since Jimmy cracked corn, rocking on. Ever since the day I was born. Yes, we get busy whenever we have to perform. Taking your tushy, making your pussy get warm. Fire flow, classic. That was the way that the '90s to do a club banger.
Exactly.
And Busta killed it, man. He was definitely in his prime back then.
Yeah, party's going on over here. Yeah. I'll admit. Yeah, this was it was a good song here, and I could possibly imagine it getting played in clubs or in parties or whatever, and people just going in once this song dropped, and it's just, yeah, even just with the title alone, it definitely just makes you want to like get loose and have fun or whatever, wherever you're at. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Classic, man. Like, yeah, this album's on the roll right now, man. Shit. Well, hold on. Well, track number 13, Do the Busta Bus. You know, if I was to pick a least favorite track off the album, it would probably
This would be it.
because I'm like, okay, Busta. I know Busta. I give him love because he has no limits with this shit at this time. But first of all, the title, "Do the," I had to look the song up, and it's pretty much a sample of the Jimmy Spicer.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know the Jimmy Spicer, the Bubble Bunch and shit like that. So you know what? I let it slide. I was just like, okay, because it's a sample and shit. I thought he was really trying to make a dance. Like I remember when EPMD had a song called "Do the Steve Martin" on Strictly Business. Yes, "Do the Steve Martin" and shit like that. Man, and yeah, so it's my least favorite track off this album. I'm just gonna be real with y'all about that.
Yeah.
I actually like it. I didn't like it before. I mean, the remix was cool. Diamond D did the remix from the first Violator album. Everyone gotta get this. The remix is on here. It was cool. That was like a hit single for that album. I like the original. Like many years later, I like the beat for that. It has like a disco-ish type of beat. You know, again, another club joint. Busta saying, you know, ride through, about to slide through, right beside you. Mind you, my system be banging in just my EQ. Fire. You know, Diamond. I think Diamond is an underrated, legendary producer. He doesn't get enough props. Definitely need to salute that man for what he's done for hip hop and, you know, for DITC and you know, a lot of legends from that crew. And I thought it was dope. Like I said, like back in the day, I didn't really care for the original mix, but I like it now in 2020. And the remix, yeah, the remix was cool too.
Now I gotta peep this remix out because I'm intrigued.
Never heard the remix?
Never heard.
It's totally different. It's a totally different beat. It's a totally different mood for that. But they used to play it on Hot 97 like it was when the album was coming out, like it was a big hit with a Reviving Thing. But you know, I don't think he ever did a video for the remix though. You know. But I like the original mix.
Yeah, I'll admit, do the bus a bus. I'll yeah, I'll admit, I really wasn't feeling this song either. Because at first, when I first heard it, I'm like, is this song like about a new dance he doing or a new move or what? I didn't know what was going on, but it just really didn't interest me. It didn't do nothing for me.
Oh my god, man! Like I said, the most '90s title on this album and shit. Like,
oh god,
hell, man, I can't even see Missy doing some shit. I mean, maybe. Now we're gonna get to like the sexual tracks off this album and stuff.
Oh boy.
Track number 14, "Take It Off." Love this track. You know, I was kind of worried about this track because I was just, when I first heard the beginning of the beat, I was just like, okay, what is he going to talk about? But that it had like a very island feel to it, like very island feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it reminded me of, if you guys remember the Tina Marie Robbery album, we talked about this track, "Stop the World," with that that island kind of beat. It kind of reminded me of that.
Right.
Stuff like that, which surprisingly, that song never been sampled. Surprisingly, but I might take a crack. I might take a crack at it. I might see what I can do with it. You know, but that shit right there, "Take It Off," is a fucking classic right there, man. That could have been another single. Yes. You never know.
Definitely. Mm. Yeah, it has like a soca, calypso, salsa vibe to it. You know, my family is Caribbean, so That's what we played a lot. It was soca and calypso music, and Busta is Caribbean, so I definitely can relate to those vibes of the song. A great beat, great bass line. I love his flow on it. He said word to mothers, shorty stacked like a horse, pushing a Porsche, licking the floss, Diana Ross. Fire joint. Definitely could have been a single. You know, it had that. It once again, it was like another club banger, and yeah, I love it. I definitely feel like it was could have been a big hit.
Yeah, I'll admit, Take It Off. I feel like it was another one that just didn't get the recognition that it deserved, and it could have been, I don't know, like a promo single or something. But I'll admit, I kind of knew what the song was going to be by just by the title alone, so it wasn't a surprise to me of what the song was going to be about. And it's another fade off the album.
Yeah, man. Shit. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, what's it gonna be? Whoo! Man, oh, this is Velvet Rope Janet. Just to let y'all know.
Yep.
Classic. One of the greatest collaborations ever, man.
Mm-hmm.
I get Hype Williams
Yep.
with this fucking video. Like the Hype Williams video to this, what really got my attention. Like I said, when I was a little boy, I was like, "Damn, Jana looking." Mm. Woo! I was going through puberty around that time.
Best time to be a teenager, right?
Yeah, man. I think like my first real music video experience was either that video or the Sierra Promise video when she was on that microphone and shit. That's another story time after the video and shit. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, this is a dope track. This is actually the first time Janet was a featured guest on a rapper single, way before J. Cole and stuff like that. Way before that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say way before that, and definitely way before the whole song she did with Justin Timberlake and shit. Because like you never really hear Janet doing like a lot of collabs doing around that time too.
Mm-hmm.
But that chemistry just definitely clicked and shit. They got them a Grammy nomination for best rap performance by a duo or a group and stuff. And the music video was definitely one of the most expensive music videos because it was one of the first ones to use CGI effects and stuff like that. It personally got busted $2.4 million. And this is a much better collaboration with a female R&B singer than "Baby, if it is me, I'll give it to you."
You don't like that bit, Mariah?
Yeah, that
shit is fire. You never like that.
Claus in that fucking video.
Man, I'll tell you one thing: if Busta do a verses and he throw that on, it's gonna be a rap for whoever he battling.
I can't argue with that.
That was a big hit.
I can't argue, but I'm team. What's it gonna be right here?
No
and
doubt.
I love Mariah, man, but the Charm Voice era was just justice for glitter.
Wow. Yes, definitely a classic video, classic song, and I love the video. It's real colorful, and Janet dressed in purple, and Busta was like in his metallic silver, and we had like the dancers morphing into shit. It reminded me like Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and there's so many things going on in that video, and even on the song is like birds chirping in the background, and it's crazy. But it definitely is like an atmospheric type of track, real melodic, and Busta was like on his love shit on that one. He wasn't like hollering and growling and all that, and Janet sounded great on the chorus, and I love it, man. That's definitely a classic song, man. And if you wasn't a Busta fan, like for the casual fan, like if you got parents that's not into rapping and they hear that song, it's like a lot of parents, like that song and they're not Busta fans. They don't care for woo-ha and everything is raw and all that. But when they hear that song, it's like, yo, they like that song. So I think that showed like he was like a big star. Like when you get Janet on your album and on your single and in the video dressed up as crazy as him, that's when you made it. And he was a mega star at that point, and definitely a classic track.
Yeah, what's it gonna be? Definitely is a timeless track, and yeah, it was just one of those collabs that I never expected from him, as well as from Janet as well, because it's very rare that she does make guest appearances on certain people's stuff. But I'm glad she did do this one, because I know this is definitely one of those unforgettable songs for both their careers, and yeah, I'll admit that it's another favorite of mine.
Yeah, man. Like Eric over here saying, I mean not Eric. Sam saying Janet Jackson was a dominatrix in that music.
She took that outfit and made the Discipline cover. That's what it was.
That is right.
Really?
Like the same. Yeah, it's like this. Well, I'm not saying she did that, but it's like the same outfit that she had on.
Speaking of Discipline, I might do another poll about trash R&B albums and stuff like that.
You ain't like Discipline?
Hell no, that was bad.
What?
That was bad.
Nah, 20YO and Discipline. Those are my next to the first and second album.
Ashley, you are not going to lie to us and say that Janet don't got no bad albums on here, because me and you both know that she do.
Like I said before, the first two albums bad. Then 20YO and Discipline.
Bad.
I got 20YO. What are you talking about? That one was bad.
I mean, it was not bad. It was like mediocre. Because it did have some joints I didn't like.
Yeah, Unbreakable was bad too.
Whoa. Okay.
Y'all like Unbreakable? Wow.
Unbreakable was cool. Let's not go.
I have Unbreakable in my room.
Janet got like 5 bad albums right now, yo.
God.
Because I know I want to talk about the Tyrese Alter Ego album. Because if y'all want to hear a bad album, that's a bad album.
Good.
Because I might do a poll about trash R&B albums. Because I just had an idea and shit. Because after the Discipline album,
Discipline had some stuff I like. So
how many classics Jenny got?
Okay.
How many classic albums Jenny got?
She got Rhythm Nation. 5. She got Janet, Velvet Rope, All For You.
So she 5 for 5. She got 5 classics, 5 bad ones.
No, Demeter Joe, we gotta talk about that one day.
That one?
Yeah, I got that one. I like that one. I felt like that was so underrated.
Okay.
Because that whole
classic, but it's a good album.
Thing, it overshadowed that album.
Right. It was not a bad. It's not a classic,
man. I told you, like, just because she Jackson don't mean everything.
Desperately deserved, because I mean, that album has some stuff I like.
So Janet got more classics than Michael?
I ain't say that.
When it comes to the solo albums, how many? I'm not even gonna ask how many classics. We know what classics Michael got.
We don't know what the classics he got. That man has.
Dude, is it the same amount? Because he only came up with like 5 solo albums, right?
No, if we count the Motown.
Okay.
The Motown stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are considered solo albums, right?
I mean, some people consider those part of the Jackson 5 package.
Yeah, someone consider it.
Okay.
If it has your name on the cover, only your name.
Do Janet have more classics than Michael? That's what I'm asking. Or is it the same amount?
I don't know.
That's a good question, because a lot of people consider it all classic. A lot of people don't consider All For You classic.
I thought it was great.
I mean, we went over that album.
Yes, her most sexual album, in my opinion.
I think Demeter Joe was another one.
Demeter Joe was more sexual?
Yes.
Nah, Velvet Rope has some sexual shit.
Y'all
sleeping on that.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to like go in order. Which one the most to least sexual between those three? Go ahead.
All for You, because she was moaning on that album a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't hear no moaning on Vera Rope or Demeter Joe.
But she was talking about fucking the S&M and shit like that on.
Yeah.
Right, on Vera Rope.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah.
what about the Janet Period album? That has some
That
sexual.
was great.
Yeah. The
I don't
Janet
remember her
album.
moaning all over the album though.
Anytime, any place.
Yes.
That's a love song. That's not like a sexual. That's a love
She
song.
was moaning on that song.
She was moaning that song. Okay.
At the outro, The Body That Loves You.
Right.
Yes.
But she was moaning on All for You, like she was getting pregnant on that album.
Hell, if come on, we're not even gonna mention it.
That was great.
Yeah. If oh my God.
That was great.
Trust me, when it comes to sex songs, I know about my sex songs and shit.
Man.
I still want to do that video, best albums to fuck to. Like, I still want to do that shit one day.
Wow, that have to be like late at night, right? Because you don't want YouTube flagging you. After 12 midnight, Reg late.
Hell yeah, best albums to fuck to, man. I'm doing that.
What?
Cause even some albums, like I might fuck to a gospel album and shit. Like,
what?
Wow.
Hell, I'll fuck to some fucking Kirk Franklin shit. Especially when I put my dick in, like, God. Cause you know how Kirk be screaming and shit, man. I'll be like, yes, Kirk.
What's wrong with this dude? Wow.
Oh shit, man. Oh yeah, Sam. You know I gotta have me my Millie Jackson too.
Wow.
Oh, what?
But yeah. Let's get back to the Busta.
Okay, come on. We got like
shit making you bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know how StreamYard be trying to add time to my shit, but yeah, this song was okay. This song was okay. It wasn't really too. It's not what's that track? It's not do the Busta Bus mediocre. It's decent enough.
Y'all really shitting on that song? Do the Busta Bus? Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Crazy. I like the song. I thought Hot Shit Making You Bounce was dope. It has like a reggae bass line to it. Love Busta's flow. He says, prepare for the coming of another larceny. Pardon me. Y'all niggas ain't even a little hard for me. Fire track. I thought it was cool. Nice little album cut, you know.
Okay, I'll admit right now. Yeah, this song I really did not care too much for it. I honestly didn't. It wasn't as bad as Do the Busta Bus, but I just really couldn't get into it. Didn't do nothing for me.
I feel you. I want to dedicate this to the cokehead I was talking shit to the earlier this video. What the fuck you want? Oh shit. I say that with honesty and kindness and shit. This was produced by the man, the myth, the legend, Diamond D. Another classic dope track right here, man. As if this album was not good enough, you had to team up with Diamond D. Fucking use the Apache sample, and for those who don't know that, y'all should know about Fresh Prince. That y'all should know about Apache and shit. So, what the fuck you want? Very, very, very dope track right here. First of all, I always love a title when they use "fuck" the right way, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I always love a good title. Use a good word "fuck" in my opinion, or use the right way. Like I love this line when he said, "Putting you in a trance and sleeping you into a irreversible coma. Fuck y'all cubic zirconium niggas. It's over." What the fuck is zirconium?
You mean like in cubic zirconium?
It's what?
You saying it like if it's used like cubic zirconium? Is that what you're referring to, or?
Yeah.
I heard of that before. I have no clue what it means though.
Oh, it's a type of metal.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Like for jewelry, like with earrings and
Yeah,
stuff
for
like that.
jewelry. Yeah.
So you like this song more than Do the Busta Bus?
Yes.
That's interesting. 'Cause I didn't like this song.
What?
Did not like this song.
Oh, oh
I did not
wow.
like this song. I don't like the beat. I mean, I don't know. That whole I never cared for that whole Apache sample. I mean, it's okay. But for
Mm,
Busta, I mean, I just thought it would have been flipped in a different,
a
could have been
different
flipped
way.
better. Yeah, the sample could have been flipped better. I like Do the Busta Bus more than this song.
Okay,
You know what
okay.
I'm saying? But
Right.
neither one of them was singles. But I'm like, if I had to pick, like, see, now if you asked me 20 years ago, I probably would have picked this song over Do the Busta Bus. But I like Do the Busta Bus now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't like. It's okay. I don't care for it like that though.
I'll admit I like this one way more than the other two when we were talking about earlier. Yeah, this one it really does speak the $1 million question perfectly, and it was well done. Cause it always be at moments where it's like you get hit up by somebody, you be like man, what the f you want? Like straight out, it's like they it's speaking to people who just want to beat around the bush or sugarcoat stuff, or you just don't want to get to the point of wanting to ask you whatever it is they want to ask you. That's what I got the song, and it's so relevant because it's like sometimes some people tend to do that with me, and I'm like, just get to the point. Like I ain't got time for this, and and this really and this song solidifies that perfectly, and I love it.
I feel you. But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised, Chad, that you don't like this track.
Right.
I mean, it's not whack. I just feel like the sample could have been flipped better. I mean, people love it. That's great. I think Do the Busta Bus was better, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe another 20 years I'll feel differently about it.
I feel you. Okay. Man, maybe it's just me because personally, like the Hatred, Passion, Infidelity, Diamond D, I feel like production wise,
Yes,
he was at his bag
yeah.
that album.
That's a great album, definitely. That's a great
Woo!
album. That is a great album. And Busta's on that album too.
With this one right
Fire,
motherfucking here, like ooh.
fire joint.
Oh, yo, stay tuned for that review, boys. Stay
That's
tuned, man. That I swear to God, I feel like stunts, blunts, and hip hop is daytime. Hatred, Passion, Infidelity is nighttime and shit. That's the best way to describe it.
right.
Man, track number 18, This Means War, featuring Ozzy Osbourne. First of all, Ozzy Osbourne, keep your head up. You know, y'all should know he has Parkinson's disease at the moment.
Mm.
Second of all, very dope track. Even though I admit I'm kind of tired of the whole Iron Man sample, because I know a lot of people use Iron Man as a sample, but the first one being Sir Mix-a-Lot, yeah, that's Sir Mix-a-Lot. In the late 80s and shit
Mm.
like that. But yeah, like I said, I love Black Sabbath though, but I'm not really too big on Iron Man as a sample. But I love the collaboration between Ozzy and Busta and shit like that. You know, Ozzy Osbourne, definitely a metal legend and shit. Y'all should definitely listen to like his first two solo albums are my favorite, and the No More Tears album from '91. Oh my fucking god, My Mom Coming Home. That's my shit.
Mm.
But yeah, that's what I have to say about This Means War and shit.
Definitely a classic. I love this song with the great Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath classic song that Busta sampled from them, and it has like that hip hop rock fusion with the guitars and the drums and the bass, and Busta getting crazy on this track. He says strike with serious vengeance before you die, put you through the worst and make you look in my eye and fire. Then you got Ozzy in the chorus, this fire. I love that Drake, man. That's like one of them joints where you like when you get up in the morning, you could throw that shit on and get hyped for the whole day. And Busta in his loud voice and just the two combined was just like a perfect combo. You know what I'm saying? And I used to watch the Osbourne reality show on MTV with Ozzy doing his hijinks with Sharon and the kids, and it was
Oh Lord.
I laughed. hilarious shit, man. I seen this niggas like throw like he took like a ham and threw it at and broke his neighbor's window with it. Just some crazy shit they used to do on there, yo. Like I'm like, yo, man, Ozzy Osbourne is a legend. You know, salute to him, man.
Yeah, I'll admit this means war. Just the collaboration alone definitely surprised me. I never in a million years thought Busta would work with Ozzy Osbourne, and this is one of those songs that, even though it's not a favorite of mine, it's I'll admit it was decent. I just know it just came. This song just pretty much came out of nowhere. It was just something just so unexpected. Of course, the legend that Ozzy Osbourne is and working with Busta at the time. I mean, that's huge. I'm surprised this didn't get this track wasn't like on the charts of a possible rock rap crossover on the radio or whatever.
They slept on this one.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, man. Oh, I never thought y'all would be talking about some Mix-a-Lot on the chat and shit like that. That Posse on Broadway shit, man. I never heard that album, that song. I mean, that Swass album, but I always loved that song. Posse on Broadway. On Broadway. And, the only rapper I know from Seattle too.
Yeah.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Oh.
No love for Macklemore, no.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did review his album because it was a request from my homeboy, and
right.
I'm not a.
What did you think about it? You didn't like it?
I thought it was okay, but it's not my.
It's too popish.
Yeah.
I got that feel too.
Like the Grammys knew the agenda was that. That's all I gotta say.
Oh Lord, oh yeah. You know Kendrick got robbed. Definitely should have won.
Oh yeah.
I like the album though, but I don't think it's better than Good Kid, Mad City.
Hell, Good Kid, Mad City was a revolution. Like Good Kid and Butterfly.
You know the Grammy made a point to push Macklemore and Ryan Lewis out there in the forefront because of that the same love song or whatever.
Right.
You know that they performed with Mary Lambert. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it was. Like they pushed them out there because they were a safe choice. And Kendrick was a little bit too hood for them, and that's why they won over Kendrick. But I feel like Kendrick had a better album.
Yeah, I feel like he had a better album too and shit.
Yeah.
And the last song, the Burial song, outro, very dope track, nice for an outro and shit like that. Fucking Busta just talking about the end of the world, just rounding out the whole concept and shit. It's pretty much like a spoken word kind of track and stuff like that. And it's talking about how we should always value time and stuff. And like if you approach the year 2000, you don't know what to expect. So just like live your life the best way possible. And that's a very classic way and shit like that. Love that fucking shit.
Definitely, Busta, just telling people, it's better to be safe than sorry, and preparing people, for the hardships and what's to come, and the track is really dark, it really has like an eerie melody, but it was great. It was a great outro, and that's still something that's relevant even now that what we're going through. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll admit that as a burial song, it does just the overall tone of the song is eerie, but it's speaking facts to that time pretty much doesn't wait for no one, and you have to make most with the precious moments that you do have. Make them count, make them mean something. Pretty much saying like life is short and you just don't want to live regret not doing whatever, or not regret not speaking to whoever you haven't spoke to in God knows how long or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, man. This album right here is a legendary album. I feel like Busta was definitely at his peak creatively, lyrically. Well, not lyrically. I'm not gonna say lyrically, but creatively, he was definitely at his peak. Shit like that. Just the way like he came up with these concepts together. Um, just grabbed the audience's attention and stuff like that. Even the chemistry, he was trying out a lot of different styles on this album too and stuff like that. Which his versatility, man, is just something amazing too. So I definitely give this album a 5 mics and stuff like that. I definitely think it's a very dope album. Yeah, must have in your collection. It's a classic.
Definitely classic album, production solid, songs, the lyrics, the whole album theme, the album cover. Everything about this album is a classic album, one of his best. I love this album, and I love his first four. I think Anarchy is slept on. We definitely gonna talk about that. The coming classic debut solo album, When Disaster Strikes, one of his best as well. You know what I'm saying? So I love it, man. It's definitely a classic album. To tear the roof off and party going on over here and give me some more. This means war. What's it gonna be? All classic album. If you're a Buster fan, you definitely need to have this in your collection.
Yeah, I'll admit this is my first time listening to E.L.E. Overall, this album was incredible. I feel like it had a lot of tracks on here that I felt a majority of them got overlooked didn't didn't or like weren't given a chance for their full potential or possible potential, in my opinion. Just so many dope tracks from Against All Odds and Everybody Rise and of course you know What the F You Want. It's just an overall dope album, and I'll give this album 5 out of 5.
Yeah, man. Like Buster, I feel like this album kind of gets slept on too and shit like that. Cause like
Yeah,
Mm,
I feel no, it's like his fan base they cherish this album, but the hip hop community is like they're more into like the coming and when the disaster strikes. Which again, love those albums, classic albums. But to me, this album is just matches better in my opinion. So that's what I have to say.
mm.
Um, all right. What time we got? I'm probably gonna stay on there for about 10, 10, 12 more minutes and shit. So, so this week when it comes to the Motown review and shit like that, I was thinking of Smokey Robinson's The Quiet Storm album and shit like that.
Mm.
Stevie Wonder's Hotter Than July, which I was going to do the Jungle Fever soundtrack, but I was like, you know what? We did say Hotter Than July first of all and stuff. And probably that's it for right now and shit. Because my work schedule is crazy.
Yeah, I got I know with me returning to work this week, I got to update my availability, and hopefully the general manager of my job puts out a schedule, hopefully sometime before the week is through. So that way I know what days I worked and at what times and all that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, because
before
we reopen this Friday, but I have my mandatory meeting at my job Thursday afternoon to talk details and specifics, and plus everyone who's coming back got to get retrained again, myself included.
got you.
Yeah.
So before I do any like planning on the Motown album, I'll just hear from your work schedule first of all. But I do know next Sunday I plan on talking about Dr. Dre's 2001 next Sunday because that one the viewer's choice for the aftermath poll I had. And just to a reminder to everybody: don't trip. But I remember my mom bought me a clean version of the album. Yeah, Walmart had a clean. I was like, you know what? It's Dr. Dre, but it's a clean version. But I'm gonna get
Yeah,
the
with me, when it comes to certain hip hop albums and stuff, I need the explicit.
Exactly.
Because the clean just sounds so, ugh.
Unless if it's like even like Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, where he replaces it with alternate lyrics and shit like that. I don't mind that, but at least for the clean version of this album, it's not too bad when it comes to editing out, because it's just like
Yeah. When it comes to that, the editing could be so bad to the point where like they really shouldn't have done this to begin with. But of course, I know they had to do it because they need radio friendly songs to play and all that.
yeah. You know what? If the price is good this week, I might see how Prime is treating me. I might just get the dirty version to see how much they're gonna treat me and shit. Cause
Right.
I can't.
Right. It just depends on where you get it and who's selling it.
Yeah. I did buy a few. I did get a few CDs and vinyls coming up and shit. I gotta watch my money though, because I'm not gonna get too much shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean too. I've been
Corona.
watching my money as well because I've copped a few CDs the last couple of weeks, and as well as the Mo Money soundtrack that I showed y'all.
Right.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta pay no fucking $20 for no 2001. I can kiss my ass, man. What the fuck?
On Amazon?
Yeah, for Prime. I'm gonna go to the used copy.
Oh, hold on. I'm looking right now.
On
They
Amazon?
got. Wait, hold on, Reg, hold on. They got. I see where they got it. They got one for $12.95, another one for $13.32. So.
Really?
Oh
Thought it'd
wow.
be like under $10 or something.
Yeah. It just really boils down to who's selling it and who's copying it.
Right.
Because I just looked it up right now.
Appreciate that. Would
No problem. Yeah, because a lot of times we'll be overpricing the you know what out of certain CDs and stuff, especially the ones that are really hard to come by. So I know how you feel.
Right, and it's like that album. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was getting ready to say because I know weeks before I even thought about getting the Mo Money soundtrack, some people had it priced something outrageous like 23 or it's between 23 to $48 for it. I'm like, no.
What?
Exactly.
These white people are so fickle when it comes to.
No. It just really depends on who's selling it and where it is exactly. Because some people who are selling it in the States really want to hike up the price for it, and of course, it's one of those soundtracks that is like hard to come by. But thankfully, I was able to cop it for like $9 and some change. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, I'm satisfied with what I got at a good deal under $10. I'm happy.
That's a steal right there, man.
Oh yeah.
Because you won't believe one album I tried to look hard for was the fucking Ohio Players, the Climax album, because I got that in the vinyl store, for like $6, but I've seen motherfuckers on YouTube, I'm not YouTube, on Amazon selling that shit for like $40-$50. I'm just like, God damn.
Dang.
Or Ohio Players album, man. Like,
wait, a new copy of it?
No, used.
What?
Yeah. Damn, man.
I would expect that price for a new copy, but not a used one. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like one of the more rarer albums, but at the same time, it's not too rare. Like, you can still get it, like it's still available and shit, but you have to look hard for it,
Yeah, I know what you mean, because there was another soundtrack I've been wanting to get my hands on. It's a Spike Lee film. It's the Girl 6 soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. The Prince shit,
Yeah. I wanted to get my hands on that so bad, but when I looked it up on Amazon one day, the price for that was off like like so high, it ain't even funny. Like I'm looking it up right now, and I'm gonna see how much the Girl 6 soundtrack is. Okay, so far they got used copies of it.
Okay.
A lot of them are running for like $19 and some change plus whatever the shipping is.
God damn.
Yeah, and if you want a used like new copy, it's gonna be running you between $60 to $70.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's that rare and that hard to come by. And I looked on another website to see how much it would run me for. The cheapest I found was like for $25, and that's on Spike Lee's website.
And you would think with like the death of Prince and shit, the price will at least go down a little bit. 'Cause I know a lot of his rare albums.
You would think that too, but because since it's the Girl 6 soundtrack and the soundtrack is comprised of like a lot of his stuff, I guess because like I said, that's the cheapest I've seen thus far.
True.
Yeah, so more than likely I'd be better off getting it from there.
The cheapest Prince album on Amazon is the Batman soundtrack. I paid $3 for that. That's the cheapest that they got any Prince stuff on you.
You got a new copy of that, or that was used?
Yeah, brand new copy. $3.
Oh wow!
That's it. Everything else,
that's still good. That's still very good.
In the 100. Yeah.
Yeah, because like that Batman soundtrack is so fucking underrated, man. I don't care what nobody says.
Mm-hmm.
Electric Chair, man. Scandalous.
Yes.
Keep waiting. Yeah. Niggas sleep on that fucking album.
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah, because like after probably like the Love Sexy album, a lot of it, like he was kind of going through like a weird period.
Yeah.
And shit like that, because basically the Batman album was like songs that he worked on, but at the same time, like he just threw those songs together and just and stuff like that. And it kind of got some. At the time, it was a little popular than Love Sexy because Love Sexy was like that cover alone was controversial and shit, and it's the fact that there's like one whole track, but a lot of people like Batman. Plus, the whole Batman movie was popular at that time, so
yeah,
it was like a win-win situation.
Yeah, but I'll admit, out of all them Batman movies, I could watch the Batman Forever movie any day of the week. It's just that Batman and Robin movie just flat out sucked. It sucked. Even my mom and dad remember when that movie came out, and
that movie is classic.
What?
I said Batman and Robin.
Y'all didn't like the Batman '89 with Michael Keaton? Y'all didn't like that?
Oh, we're talking about Batman and Robin.
No, I'm saying Batman and Robin.
Oh, Batman and Robin.
Yeah, that movie was terrible, man.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah, I was getting ready to like, whoa, what? The only good thing that came out of that movie was the Gotham City song by R. Kelly. That was it.
Yeah, that was good.
Classic.
Yeah.
Hell, Batman Returns I liked how dark it was. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I don't think I watched that one.
Oh yeah, man. I've seen that one years ago. I think because I know a lot of people did not like that one because of the fact that Batman '89 was like a good balance between the kid friendly and the dark Batman, whereas Batman Returns, I know Tim Burton got into the studio because they didn't like how dark he was doing it. And, you know, telling Tim Burton not to be dark and grimy is like telling Meg Thee Stallion to wear jeans for the rest of her life. and I love Megan Thee Stallion. That's just
Eric said you could get Eric. Why don't you get Ashley the Girl 6 soundtrack since you like buying other people's stuff on the podcast? You know, why not get Ashley? Why not get Ashley? Let Ashley do an unboxing on here for her birthday. Get it for her birthday. She could do it as a birthday present. You know, I'm just saying. That shit is expensive. $19 for a soundtrack.
Yeah. Even when I went on Spike Lee's website, it's running for $25.
Damn,
Spike trying to make that money though.
it's very rare, and the fact that the album, I guess, is considered out of print in some
Yeah.
parts of the country or certain areas or whatever, it's
It's been
hard
out
to
of print.
come.
It's been out of print. That shit been out of print for a
Yeah,
minute.
that's been out of print, because even just the fact alone, when I just said that if anyone wanted a used like new copy, it was going to run folks between $60 to $70, and that's crazy.
Shit.
But don't worry, Eric got you. That's gonna be a birthday present from Eric, and then you could do an unboxing on here for your birthday, and we'll sing happy birthday to you and all that. Yeah, make sure you send your address to Eric. You know what I'm saying? That's the hookup right there.
Eric, if you still out there in the chat, would you?
When we don't got something, we gonna go to Eric and he can hook us up. Right? I mean, it's the least you could do for us.
I mean, he got a lot of good stuff, a lot of stuff that's been long out of print, and of course, him being a part of the collection videos we've done before, he got a lot of great stuff.
Right.
And I know we all do, and I know I got a bunch of like certain soundtracks that have been considered long gone out of print, especially the one I showed a few days ago, Mo Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know somebody asked me what I thought about the Prince 3121 album. I thought it was pretty straight, very solid album and stuff like that. I might do a review on that soon.
That one I actually got the OG copy, not when they re-released it, and you know what I mean?
Oh shit, the OG copy goes for a lot of money.
Actually, send him your information, yo. That's gonna be a birthday present.
Well, he said he would do it?
Yeah, of course, man. He hook everybody else up. Shit.
Oh, okay.
You hooking up other people on their podcast and shit, and they didn't even like your ass. So we actually brought you on the show. Hook us up. It's her birthday. That's the least you could do for her.
Yeah, well, my birthday's not until not this Tuesday, the following Tuesday. So.
We're gonna stay up for 5 more minutes and shit.
Sam said his birthday is next Monday.
Oh shit!
Should we have Sam on the show?
Okay.
Sam, if we invite you, would you come on so that we can sing happy birthday to you? Some people might not want to come on here, but he been down. Him and Eric been a part of this shit from day one. So why not?
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind saying happy birthday to him and shit. I wouldn't mind. Ronnie said, MJ, Lady in My Life, or Rick James, Ebony Eyes. Oh, Lady in My Life.
Oh, my God. They both so good. Oh, God.
I thought Rez was going to say Rick James.
Oh, my God. I'm going to say, even though I both love those songs, I'm going to have to say Ebony Eyes for me.
Ebony Eyes. That music video alone, man.
Yeah.
Crying for more.
Curtis was a good album. It's not great like his first two, but I liked it.
Curtis was alright. Yeah, I feel like that album kind of gets overhated at times.
It does. I thought it was dope, but he had too many collabs on it though. Robin Thicke and Justin Timberlake, and way too many collabs on it. Akon.
Hey yo, I'm tired of using technology. I actually do like that song, low key.
You like the song?
Yeah, that's what I thought about Justin Timberlake. She wants me. She wants me.
Oh, speaking of Justin Timberlake, I ended up getting one album of his like months back.
Oh, which one?
The 2020.
Now I got the perfect guest that's gonna do the Justin Timberlake the side cream. It's gonna be Ashley. Me and Ashley gonna do Justin Timberlake at some point.
All right.
The only album I got is the 2020 Experience. So
I love that album.
You know what? I heard a majority
of it. You gonna join?
Yes, Reg's gonna join.
I'm gonna add what I have to add on certain tracks.
Reg low key likes Justin as well. Like he low key likes You see his email. Send your info to Eric's Gmail. You see
Okay,
his
okay. I'm at Oh, I already know he be following me on Twitter.
okay.
So Eric, if you're watching, inbox me on Twitter your info, and then we'll go from there.
SWV. Use your heart or anything for me.
Use your heart.
I think we lost Reg.
Yeah, because the screen is frozen.
Ronnie, you asked us this before. Favorite Bobby Womack song?
If you think you're lonely now.
You asked us this like a couple days ago, bro. Yes, I love that Batman movie. I went to see that actually. The Batman one, the Batman '89 and Batman Returns. Called Thomas, I Wish or Emotions. I Wish.
I wish.
Classic
Yeah,
album. Emotional.
yeah. So emotional. Yeah.
Favorite Millie Jackson album. That's a question for Reg.
Or Reg, yeah, because I'm not really familiar with her work like that.
Yeah. Favorite Martin Lawrence movie. Ronnie asked.
Ooh, I got a lot of favorite movies by Martin. I liked him in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
That was good.
Yeah, I liked him in Bad Boys 1 and 2. I have not seen the latest Bad Boys movie yet.
That was good. That was
We're
good.
talking about favorite Martin Lawrence movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that question in chat.
Okay, Life.
Oh, I love Life. Yes.
Yep. Bad Boys 1. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Yeah,
That was funny.
that was underrated. Niggas never talk about that one.
He said he ain't got Twitter. He got Facebook. If you got one, hit him up on here.
Who does?
Eric.
Wait, didn't you used to be on Twitter though, Eric? Or
He said he don't have it anymore.
oh wow.
I tried to message your ass and shit, but I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I noticed he'll be like on Twitter a lot, and yeah, I'm surprised. Okay. Yeah, I'll hit you up on Facebook.
Tina Marie, It Must Be Magic is a classic album, and she's sexy as well. She was sexy as fuck. She did. But
Yeah. Well, I can't believe it's been like 10 years since she passed.
For real.
Is it 10 years?
Yeah, because she died.
Yeah, because she passed away in 2010.
I'm gonna answer about one more comment and shit. Favorite movie Above the Law or Out for Justice? I've never seen either of them.
I've never seen either one of them either.
Seagal. Classic Steven Seagal films.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
not.
my mom watches Steven Seagal movies.
Above the Law, definitely. I love what's the one with the Jamaican dude? I forgot that name. That one with the Jamaican cat.
Mm.
That one was good. Mark for Death. That one was great.
Yeah, I feel you. Alright. Ghostface Iron Man or Method Man Cow?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. You gotta go with the Iron Man on this one.
Yes.
But yeah, y'all. I'm gonna end it off for the night. I want this to be close to 2 hours and shit.
Right.
Yeah, this was a pretty fun video and stuff like that. Gave love to Busta's E.L.E. and stuff. So yeah, I definitely want to give a shout out to everybody that's been holding it down since about 9 o'clock and shit like that. Stay tuned. By this Friday, I should have the next episode of Beef on the channel and shit like that. Cause I'm gonna do something tonight. So stay tuned on that. Hope everyone has a good night. Follow me on Twitter at RealReg1, Insta at MCRegMusic, and donate to the Patreon if y'all wanna.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.